Hi friends, welcome back to playing tribute to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the original trilogy. This is Trials and Tribulations, the very final game of the trilogy, with the final case. And we are on the second investigation day. Yes, day. I was going to say second investigation part, but we actually had two, technically, investigation parts, though I guess the first one wasn't really an investigation because the murder hadn't happened yet, so that was a thing. Anyway, we are no longer playing as Miles Edgeworth. We are passing the torch on to Nick and hopefully finishing out this case and proving Iris's innocence and figuring out all the mystery that's surrounding her, and finding Maya and making sure that she is okay. There's a lot of stuff going on. There is a lot of stuff going on. Well, let's get into it. So if you remember, whenever we did the last case, this is the screen that we got, that he was researching Mia's first case. So now we know everything that our character, well, he knows everything we know. He just researched the case, he knows everything that went on, so he knows everything that we know, everything about Dahlia Hawthorne and what happened back then. With the whole bridge incident and everything that's going on that mountain that we happen to be dealing with in this current murder case as well. I'm still up at this hour, reading through the trial record of a certain case. It's the first case my mentor, Mia, had ever handled in a court of law. The horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within its pages. Dahlia Hawthorne. What I've read, I don't want to believe. What is written here? This wasn't the Dahlia I knew. After falling into the Eagle River, I was somehow miraculously saved. But I ended up catching a cold that seemed to knock me around the world and back. I feel dizzy, my ears are ringing, my throat burns, and my head is on fire. But I will recover. I have to recover by this afternoon. I have to meet with the most ill-tempered witness imaginable. But I know that he will be able to help me. Somehow. Right. Are you sure you're well enough to be doing this? You still look a little green in the face. Or maybe Verdian, in artist speak. Actually, my fever has gone down quite a bit. How's your temperature now? Only 102.2 degrees. Nothing to worry about. Anyway, I read today's trial record. You weren't bad, Edgeworth. Pretty impressive despite the circumstances. We're not in the clear yet. The main point of contention tomorrow is going to be the murder weapon. Yeah. In the end, the Shishito... Did I say that right? Nope, I didn't have enough syllables. Did not deliver the deadly blow. Which means there must be another sword hiding out there that we don't know about. Another sword, huh? Don't you worry about anything, pal. I'll take up the murder weapon myself, or I'll eat my coat. Thanks again, Edgeworth. I'll handle things from here. That is probably for the best. Actually, I was thinking about paying the old precinct a little visit. There's something I want to look into. And that is a client's background, naturally. You mean Iris, sir? I have a feeling that we've met before. All I want is confirmation, one way or the other. And since I probably won't be getting that from you, I'm sorry, Edgeworth. I bid you adieu, right? Take care. Ah, so Phoenix is keeping secrets, too. Guess I should get moving, too. Why? Do you need to be somewhere? Yeah, I gotta get to work on this bridge, pal. I'm rigging something up so we can get across to the other side. That's right. Maya's still stuck over at the Inner Temple. But don't you worry, pal. As soon as it's all set, you'll be the first to know. Thank you, Gumshoe. It's so familiar from the first case with him. I wonder if he's wearing a mask here. Just like in that first one. And the big sweatshirt that had the big pink sweatshirt with the red heart on it. It had words on it too, didn't it? Did it say like P plus D or something for like Phoenix and Dahlia? I bet it did. I know it had letters on it. No problem, pal. Just try not to give me that cough of yours, okay? Alright, I'm off. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out, I promise. But in the meantime, I've got to continue collecting evidence. What a trooper. Okay, should I... There's a narrow path going off in a different direction than the main hall. Looks like someone's taken the effort to write to Heavenly Hall on the signpost. Okay, and this was the phone, right? Hazakura Temple doesn't have a single private phone line. And there aren't any houses in the area, so I guess Bikini is the only one who uses this. I really wish I had brought my cell phone with me. But then you wouldn't have witnessed so much. Like the bridge being on fire, and then fall to your doom. Looks like no one's here. Larry! Laurice! Phoenix going along with Larry's things. I'm sure he'd be hiding here. Guess I'll try again later. Alright, that's the game telling me to move on. Unless the game is telling me you didn't look hard enough and he was in that big jar that was next to the door. But I don't think so. Oh, nope. I think I found him. Come on, please! It's for art's sake! I swear! There's only one guy I know who could be this persistent and high-strung. And I'm talking about the heroine here! The heroine in my book! It'll make you famous! Enough! A fool's fool... Hold on, sometimes it takes a read for her sentences to make sense. A fool's fool fools fools who foolishly accept the foolishness of a fool's fool. Wouldn't you agree, Phoenix Wright? Wait a second, I know you. You're, Ow! Your reflexes and mine need to shape up. My brain's frying like a sunny side up and you want to grill me over a name? Francie, you can't do that! Even as we speak, Nick's on the brink of death. Or so I'm told. Whip a dead horse. Isn't that one of your American sayings? No, it's not, and I'm not on the brink of anything. Come on, Nick. Tell her, would you? She must model for my picture book. Fransie's Whiplash Splash, simple and magnificent. Ah! Before you ask me to model, learn to give at least semi-coherent testimony. And before that, you'll have to learn how to live a semi-coherent life, Larry. I don't care what anyone says, I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew, I'm telling you. Whoosh, just like that dude with the red underwear. Don't think I'm gonna forgive you guys when you come crawling back to apologize. Off he goes. Phoenix Wright, it's been a year since we last met. A pleasure to see you again. I know you care. I know you were concerned about my falling into the river. Have you been in Germany all this time? That's right. Extending my perfect win record, naturally. Oh joy. Sounds like she hasn't changed a bit. Has it really been a year since we first met? Franziska was born and raised in Germany and became a prosecutor at the age of 13. Her father was the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma. He had a perfect win record for 40 long years. But now he's gone from this world. Don't tell me you still hold a grudge against me. Because of what happened to your father. Phoenix Wright, you will fall before me, this I promise. But it will be for my sake, not my father's. Are we clear? Yes, Crystal. In truth, I was shocked. I came back to America with the intention of defeating you. Instead, it was my little brother who was leading the defense. Edgeworth, come to think of it. Edgeworth was pulled into being a prosecutor by Manfred von Karma as well. Miles Edgeworth told me something very interesting, you know. He said this case has a special significance to you. Because it does. And that's precisely why I'm here. Your personal involvement will make crushing you into teensy-weensy pieces all the better. It's probably the fever, but she's so openly hostile that it's almost kind of cute. Ow! No smirking! No whipping the sick! That foolish fool. Doing such a foolish favor for such a foolishly foolish fool. Edgeworth, make no mistake, Phoenix Wright. I came here for one thing, and one thing only, to pulverize you. It's not like I thought you were here to bring me some Cold Killer X, you know. I went over the whole case file on the flight over. You read the whole thing? Yes, every last word of every last sentence of every last paragraph. All the ridiculous things you did made a very interesting read, you know. Attempting to cross a burning bridge? Did you even consider the dangers? No. The only thought in my mind was I have to get across. A fool who doesn't think is more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks. Gumshoe said he'd let me know once the bridge was repaired. Maya, she's gotta be okay, I just know it. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened at the Inner Temple that night. I don't have to present anything to you, do I? Unless we want to talk about Larry's drawing. Nope. Let's get whipped less. Let's move along, shall we? Wait, should I examine this because was important? I'd love to know what that thing was used for on the night of the crime. Ha! Still thinking small, I see, Phoenix Wright. Or perhaps not at all. That's why you will never defeat me. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I don't recall ever losing to you. It's time for us to settle this once and for all with a final showdown. Looks like she mentally blocked out my victories over her from her memory. And we'll just leave her on the smug look on her face over here. Ma. That was one long sigh. That was a sigh? Oh, hi, Bikini. Sister Bikini? My, I didn't know you were here. How are you doing? Oh, I guess that's how it sounded. You don't have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake. I suppose I've made a terrible mess of things, haven't I? I let Mystic Elise die, and then there's Iris as well. Mystic Elise? Now that I think about it. Okay, see, now I don't even, it's been a while since I recorded the one that I was thinking. I'm like, why are they calling her Mystic Elise? And now Phoenix is bringing it up. I'm pretty sure that I didn't say it out loud because I didn't want to, like, bring it to attention, but now that Phoenix has, here we go. There's an acolyte stuck at the Inner Temple, and that poor little girl has gone missing too. Oh right, I forgot Pearls was missing. Oh no. I don't think Nick knew that. That little girl? You don't mean Pearls, do you? Yes, I'm afraid I do. She hasn't been seen since the morning after the incident. Pearls? She's missing? Why didn't someone tell me about this earlier? Yeah. Let's talk, shall we? I must be getting old. I think I've seriously lost faith in myself. Are you talking about your performance at the trial today? You believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I would never lie. I know what I saw. I saw Iris pull that sword from Mystic Elise's body that night. I'm certain of it. At least it was until this morning. I don't see any psyche locks, so she must be telling the truth. So why are you so unsure of yourself all of a sudden? Oh, and now we're back to calling them psyche locks because Nick has them again, instead of psycho locks. You know that artist who testified after me? Yeah, I know him. When I saw that man testify so fervently about something so impossible, I started to wonder if I had acted just like him when I was the one on the witness stand. I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, but all he draws is trouble, and nothing else. Poor Larry. If both Bikini and Larry are telling the truth, that can only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. I mean, sure, but I don't know. On the night of the incident, you met Iris at the Inner Temple. Is that correct? That's right. I'm sure it was Iris. But Iris claims she was in her room in Hazakura Temple. I knew I shouldn't have come back here that night. But because you did, Maya is stuck at the Inner Temple. I'm so sorry. The drafts in that place are nothing to shake a stick at. Winter is especially bad. I'll bet. The training hall looks like it's about to fall down any second. Eagle Mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know. Earthquakes? Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if the next big one levels the training hall. You've got to get Maya out of there, fast. But still, there's really no need to worry. That area on the other side of Dusky Bridge is isolated like an island. It's like an island, how so? Well, the only thing on that side of the bridge is the Inner Temple. No one lives out there, and it's surrounded on all sides by the river or the forest. I see. So a criminal would be trapped should they choose to flee in that direction. And as long as the bridge is out of commission, he or she would have to stay there. That means Maya could be stuck out there with a murderer and no way to escape either! Oh dear, yes, I suppose it does! Please, Gumshoe, get that bridge up faster. Well, this is just great. I'm curious about a few things, if you don't mind answering some questions. Oh, do you need to know my measurements for your investigation or something? No. I want to know a little more about the victim, Miss Elise Stoneham. I'm afraid I don't know her waist size, or bust size for that matter. No. I'm wondering why she came to stay in a place like this to begin with. I mean, she told us herself that she wasn't here for the spiritual training. My, you make it sound like this place is some sort of dump, Mr. Wright. Mystic Elise was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, if you must know. There, you did it again. Sister Bikini. I noticed you always refer to Miss Stoneham as Mystic Elise. Oh! Yes, now why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte. We address all our visitors as mystic and makes their experience feel authentic. And anyway, she's older than me. You must respect your elders, you know. How do you know that? How can you say for sure that she's older than you? Whew, that's a big one. Seems Miss Elise Stoneham was no ordinary visitor after all. And there's Pearls. She was with Miss Stoneham in the evening of the murder, and now she's vanished. It's all got to be connected somehow. Why did Pearls have to get mixed up in this mess? Please, Mr. Wright, I know you're worried, but try to keep it together. Oh, man. My head's throbbing so bad, it's killing me. Pearl, she was with Miss Stoneham on the night of the murder, remember? Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know. I was busy preparing for the training. I didn't see the little darling even once after we'd finished eating dinner. The murder didn't take place right in front of her innocent eyes, did it? According to the detective, she hasn't turned up at her home, either. Come on, keep calm. There's one place left where Pearls could be. She just has to be there. Gumshoe, I'm counting on you to check it out for me, so please hurry the repairs up. Hold on, I saw something before and was wondering whether that was important. No, it's just the altar. It looked different for some reason. It might just be because it's been a while. To the courtyard! Yay. Scene of the crime. It's where Sister Bikini witnessed the incident. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the stand, so maybe there are some clues that have yet to be found? The shishishi. It's right there in Mystic Amy's right hand. But it was proven in court today that it wasn't the murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for something pretty gruesome things in the past. The main gate's on the other side of the stone wall. The difference in elevation is almost 10 feet. That's how steep this hillside is. And that's also the height the body fell from, according to the autopsy. It's possible that Miss Stoneham was pushed from the top of the wall? Miss Stoneham's staff. I definitely remember there being a crystal sphere attached to the staff. I guess Larry eventually found the sphere near the foot of the Dusky Bridge, but what was it doing all the way out there? There are a few of these stone lanterns scattered around this courtyard. Without the city glare to compete with, I imagine they would seem a lot brighter. I guess Sister Bikini must light them now, since Iris can't be here. They get quite a bit of snow up here in Eagle Mountain. Around here, skis aren't just for fun. They're tools for getting around. But the sled? No, that's got to be for Bikini's own personal entertainment. Alright, I guess nothing is really... Wait, what is this weird circular thing? Not important, apparently. There's nothing here. Okay, there's nothing here. Ah! That actually scared me. Oh my gosh. The, like, kaboom that was going on there. Did a door open or something? Oh, my heart. What is this jarring, inconsiderately loud yell? I want to know that, too. Oh, Gumshoe. Wait, does that mean the bridge is fixed? So this is where you've been, keeping nice and warm, I see. Detective, have you finished the repair? The bridge? Yeah, I did. Told you I'd let you know. Well. Then I'll come along with you and... Sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized entry. Access is restricted to people involved in the case. What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get much more involved than me. Well, yeah, but that's not what I meant. Ah! It's been a while, Scruffy. You're... Miss Karma! Aw. Sister, please leave the investigation to me. My. Well, you certainly seem to have everything under control. I'm on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to do. As you work to pin the guilt on Iris. What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix Wright? Ow, that hurts, you know. Silence! I, Francisca von Karma, will personally guide you through your investigation. So you will follow me. She's not seriously going to follow me around, is she? Well then, I guess she is. To the bridge! Oh yeah, that looks fine. Things have certainly become a lot livelier than before. They must have commenced with the investigation. Oh, Mr. Nick! That voice. Pearls! Mr. Nick! Mr. Nick! So you were here ever since that night. I was so lonely, I thought I was going to die. When I woke up in the morning and saw the Dusky Bridge was gone, I realized I was all alone. She was all alone? It must have been very trying for you, little girl. Ah! I am Francisca von Karma, the prodigy. There's no need to worry now that I'm here. You're the prosecutor who was so mean to Mystic Maya last year. Well, I don't like you. You're nothing but a little girl without your whip. Oh my. Mystic Maya didn't do anything wrong, but you're so mean. I'll never forgive you. It looks like Pearl's words are getting under her skin. Amazing. Yow! Why are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything. You didn't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away. Anyway, Pearls, weren't you with Maya? I'm sorry. It's all my fault. What are you talking about, Pearls? Hey, wait! Pearls! She just ran off. Ow! That was cruel, Phoenix Wright. To make a little girl cry like that is inexcusable. What was all that about? Pearl's acting like that. It's giving me the creeps. I guess I'd better take another look around since I finally got a chance. Especially since something about this place seems different from 2 days ago. Indeed it does. Indeed it does. There's a weird smell coming from that incinerator. The door is also open, almost like it's begging me to look inside. Well, let's see what stunning clue is concealed in here, shall we? It's empty. How naive of you, Phoenix Wright. But it's a bit strange, don't you think? Franziska von Harma. I seem to remember. There was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. Somebody was getting rid of evidence. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently. Listen, Phoenix Wright. It's impertinent to call people by their full name. I was only copying you. Phoenix Wright. What? And would you stop calling me by my full name like that? Was this once a prosperous port? Port... Yes, that metal hook is a mooring post for boats, you know. Oh, that's an anchor for one of the wires that used to hold up the bridge. I think the wire that was tied up to this one probably snapped when the bridge burned down. I mean, there's no way there was ever a port all the way up here. Don't get smart with me, Phoenix Wright. But I didn't say anything! Do they look different at all? I don't think they do. Phoenix Wright, do you think this is how many siblings the head nun has? Why don't you ask her the next time you see her? You know what? I think I will. And she'll probably slap you for prying into her private affairs. Well, do her right with all the whipping. Was this always open? There's a little gate that leads into the garden. It says no entry on the sign, though. Come now, Phoenix Wright. What are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open, anyway. What harm could come of it? Well... But it says no entry. Really? Is that going to stop you, Nick? You have gone into so many different places to find evidence and explore things and all of that stuff. Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply say whatever? I really do wonder what the original Japanese has her saying. Does she just say, "Don't you Japanese enjoy doing whatever you like" and simply saying whatever? Like, is that just what she does? I don't know. It's got nothing to do with anything. And who told you that? Well, we can't very well do much else, so let's move along to the training hall. What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Maya, she was supposed to be in here training. Yet it appears she's nowhere to be seen. What's that? That strange lock. It wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving off some strange vibes. Ooh, nice music cue there. Well done. Also, what is happening over here? What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix Wright? It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually... a woman. I don't see any woman here. There's a different atmosphere in this room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere. It's a different smell. It's gravy. What's the matter? The scroll. It's been completely covered in gravy. Ah, yes. There's a very appetizing smell in the air. But gravy is a type of sauce. So when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute? I see. No, no one does that. For starters, it stinks. This must be the gravy that we had with the roast on the night of the incident. But why would anyone do this? Why this scroll? Oh, I can now see before and after. That's fun. Before. After. Before. After. Cool. Also, this looks like a psyche lock. A store. When I was here 2 days ago, that weird lock wasn't on it. Those chains, it's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cavern. I've never seen a lock quite like this before. I have. I've seen locks and chains just like this before. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a psyche lock. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. Cue the smooth jazz. Sorry, I didn't read it because I didn't know who was talking at the time. I thought even you'd manage to get here faster than this, Mr. Trite. I already forget what I used for his voice. It's been too long. Prosecutor Godot? I didn't know you were here. Prosecutor? How come you didn't show up at the trial today? Ha! I could ask you the exact same question. Huh? But I had a cold, so I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding. Enough! I believe I have the measure of you. You are the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial? Who's the wild mare, Trite? This is Miss Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in your absence today. Ha! Well, I guess I owe you one then. But you can go now, Princess. It's time for the big boys to take the reins. Just who do you think you are? This case is my... Hey, Philly. Know your role and shut your mouth. I can't stand women like you. I'm only going to say this once, Lady Von Whippingberg. Go home. Phoenix Wright! What are you hitting me for? Ha. You deserve more cracks of the whip than that, Trite. What? You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you've set something in motion that you'll never be able to undo. There's something different about Godot today. I'm getting such a strong sense of something from behind that mask of his. Is it anger? Or is it sorrow? You had some important business, and that's why you weren't in court, huh? So what was it? I've told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. Ah, right. He has it out for me. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. You see, Trite, I've experienced something most have not. Death. You died? Of course, being extradited is a tedious affair. Being extradited from HE double hockey sticks is a tedious affair. Yes, yes, I'm sure there's a lot of paperwork involved. The meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs is, well, let's just say modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me. Wow, he is something else. So, you mean that mask you wear is this ugly device? I promise it's not a fashion statement, my unenlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face. I didn't know. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Still, I keep this worn-out piece of junk of a body going with regular servicing. I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death? How was that possible? What happened? Why don't you ask him? Huh? Me? Yes, Trite, you. You should know all about it. You know when my life ended. And who ended it for me. Well, Phoenix Wright? Do you? I don't know what he's talking about. Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know about how Godot was killed. Yeah, you do, because you read everything. You read all the things. Like I said, everything... I was wrong, though. He doesn't know everything we know. Because we know other things. Because of the last case that we just did. So... things. Secrets. Mysteries. Godot is great as a strange character. You know, this game gets weird sometimes. But at least it's one of the good strange things. Mysterious and all that fun stuff. Anyway, it'll all become clear in due time. Isn't that right, Trite? I suppose so. So what's this, earlier you said I've done something I can never undo. What did you mean by that exactly? The inner temple here, on the side of Dusky Bridge, is an isolated island. That's what Sister Bikini said, too. And I wondered, Trite, do you know what the police are doing here today? What do you mean? They're searching. Searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing. Missing? As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Maya Fey is not on the side of Dusky Bridge. Huh? But that's impossible. She came here that night, and I won't say it again. The chances of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place. One? Where's that? The Sacred Cavern, the entrance of which we are standing at right now. This is the only place that the search party has yet to explore. So they haven't searched that cavern yet, huh? Be aware, though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she was in there, the chances of her being found alive are slim at best. No! Which means, Trite, that you sent Maya Fey to her death. You fool! If that's the situation, why aren't you in there with the search party right now? You must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Don't you see that big lock and chains? It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, Trite, once again, a woman dies because of you. Once again? What are you talking about? Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years ago, after all, when the last unfortunate woman died because of you. Because of me? And you know who that was. It was Maya Fey's sister. That's right, Mia Fey. Mia? You killed her. No, that's not how it was. It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone, a man, but she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy. Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got that guy personally. Sure, Miss Fey's murderer was caught, but that won't bring her back. Well, no, but you were with her at the time. You and no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. You say Mia Fey was your teacher. Well then, I'd say you've learned nothing, Trite. You robbed her of her life, and now you've let her sister suffer the same fate. I haven't sentenced Maya to death. No. How can you blame me for either of those? You jerk. Not great, not great. What is this peculiar-looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It would be a simple matter of... I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. The repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the training hall. Any excessive force used to break the lock open would... well, let's just say the inner temple and the sacred cavern would be a thing of the past. Very well, then dare I suggest the obvious solution of opening it with the key? Ha. Sure. Just show me where the keyhole is in this trick lock. There's no keyhole. That's right. An interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock is the only one who can open it. Then who was it? Simple. The accused. What? Iris? When an acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Maya Fey was to train in there. Sister Bikini did mention it a number of times, now that I think about it. She said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training. So Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now. Iris is the only person who can open the lock. I hope she gets here soon. Hang on in there, Maya. We'll get you out. So, I should be getting back to work. Wait, Godot. How sure about Maya are you? There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You'd better start praying. You'd better pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon. Edgeworth? Listen up, Trite. There's one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never. You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix Wright. That's what everyone says. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. I guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. So... yeah, okay. That's all it repeats. I guess... we'll move along then. Who is this now? Sounds like someone talking to himself, but where is that coming from? Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. It's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. Oh, my brain. This is driving me nuts. Ah! Is something troubling you, Scruffy? Please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir. It's merely a simple greeting. A friendly tap on the shoulder. With my whip. So what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind? How did you know, pal? Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not? How did you know, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there, okay? You mean the one that says no entry on it? Kinda already snuck in there. Is he trying to be clever or something? So what's behind there, Scruffy? Kind of garden-like garden. A garden? Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. I'm not telling you, I'm asking you, pal. You got me? Isn't it normally the other way around? Well, see you later. Yeah, I was about to say not to go against Gumshoe because I love Gumshoe, but now I really want to go into that garden. So, shall we adjourn to this garden, Phoenix Wright? Of course, what else would we do? I really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. It's like he's asking it, right? He knows we're going to go in there. You don't tell somebody not to do something. You know they're going to want to do... oh, okay. Lovely. There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is. Strange feeling? Forget about that. What's the strange writing on the stone lantern? Ah! What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you couldn't come in here. Don't you know, Scruffy, a fond karma will always show up wherever there is a clue. And there are plenty of clues to be found here. But... should I talk or examine first? Talk or examine first? I'm too curious. I need to examine first, especially this thing over here. Forget the writing on the stone. There's a charm or something poking out from the snow. Looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it, too. Apparently, it belonged to the victim. To Miss Elise Stoneham. Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cords found on both the victim and this charm match exactly. This means that this charm definitely belonged to Miss Stoneham. This could be a really vital piece of evidence. Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here. It's almost a perfect rectangle. Couldn't have happened naturally. Yes, it appears as though someone has carefully cleared away the snow. No doubt it was you, wasn't it, Scruffy? No, it wasn't me, sir. It was already like that when my men and I got here to start the investigation. If it wasn't the police, then who did it? Oh yeah, there's something I need to tell you. It's just between the three of us, okay? What is it? It's top secret. You can't tell anyone, got it? Understood. Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of the local wrestling contest, you see. I was so disappointed, I just picked up my mouth guard and cried all the way home. Man, I got in so much trouble when I left on the couch. Is that it? That's it! Yeah! Whoever cleared the snow away must have had a reason. Though I can't even begin to imagine what the reason could be. What the heck is that? Oh, you spotted it, huh, pal? Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious. It says Maya. Yeah, before you ask, it's written in blood. You will answer all our questions now, Scruffy. Without exception. Yes, sir. Oh, maybe I had to examine first so that he would talk to us. Now he has to talk to us. So how's the Intertemple investigation going? It sounds so... I mean, I know that I did that tone and I did it on purpose, but it really does seem like that's what it is. Like, oh yeah, we just saw the name Maya written in blood, so how's it going? We have the best scientific forensic team in the world working the place. Forensic team? And what was the outcome of the scientific study? Nothing! Scientifically speaking, the place is as clean as a whistle. That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that? Uh-oh. Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir. That stone lantern and the surrounding area that's not covered in snow, correct? They look kind of fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. So I got lab boys to look them over. The results were... it's kind of hard to say, actually. Guess I better look into them myself. About Maya. Oh, did Mr. Godot tell you yet? Yes, we heard. He's got a search party out looking for her. But there's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal. Edgeworth? He's escorting Iris, this defendant over here. We'll have to wait, since she is the only one who can open the door to the Sacred Cavern. Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal. Huh? I wonder what it is. Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down, I felt like I was drowning. Sounds pleasant. Maya, so these letters are written in blood? Yeah. What's worse is it's the victim's blood. Huh? This is Miss Donim's blood? We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal. That's interesting. Phoenix Wright, I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down? You know what? That was really bothering me too. But I just came up with the answer. The result of my own special gumshoe investigation. Really? Do tell. Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down. Anyway, there's really only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise Donim wrote these letters herself. In her own blood. You must be joking. That's impossible. From the writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Miss Elise Donim's murder. At least that's our current theory on how the events took place, pal. What? So, Miss Donim was killed here. However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now. Then what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard at the main temple was... well, what was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see? What do you think, Miss Von Karma? Surely a special gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer, no? Really? You really think that? Or do you just want to listen to him make a fool of himself again? But wait a sec, the bloody writing and all the other clues here. Someone could have easily set all that up after the murder had taken place, right? Sorry, but that's not an option, pal. Why not? How quickly you forget, Phoenix Wright. Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Dusky Bridge was completely burned out. I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all the stuff here, pal. I can't think of a counter-argument to that. I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. If this really was the scene of the crime, then I need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw. I believe that's all we got here. Unless Edgeworth and Iris are here? No. Okay. Then in that case... I feel like I should go talk to Bikini, right? It seems you have a visitor. Oh. Iris. Hello. Mr. Wright. Iris! I'm really glad to see you. Godot managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency. Not him again. Never mind. Oh, never mind him. We gotta hurry and unlock the sacred cavern. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you is locked in there. Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later? Alright. Let's hurry to the inner temple then. I'll see you later, Wright. Wait, didn't you have something to tell me? Wait, Edgeworth, I'm coming with you guys. Sorry, Wright. I can't allow you to come with us. What? I hate to be the one to break it to you, but Maya Fey is in a rather delicate position. What do you mean by a delicate position? This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere. Come on, Edgeworth. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, right? But it's Maya, Mr. Wright. All that matters is that Mystic Maya is rescued, correct? Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix Wright. From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. We'll be going now. Excuse us. Oh great, now I can't go back there and investigate or talk to Gumshoe. Ah! This is no time to be standing around, Phoenix Wright. Aren't there other things that demand your attention? She's right. Thanks for reminding me. I did need to talk to Bikini. That was why I came here. I also still have to talk to Larry. Sister Bikini looks like she's shrunk some since I last saw her. Don't be so rude, Phoenix Wright. What's wrong, Sister Bikini? My, hello, you two. How are you doing? From the sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down. Iris was just here, you know. She was accompanied by that handsome crimson-clad prince. Is she talking about Edgeworth? Everybody loves Edgeworth. It's just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault that this has happened. Poor Iris. She was worried about my back, would you believe? What have I done to her? Only what you had to do, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see to it that your testimony wasn't made in vain. Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Bluesuits doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see. Huh? Me? Ah! Oh, yes, you did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely spectacular. You two are the only ones who said that to me. I can't shake the feeling that I just became a shillo to a shrew. Do you have a problem, Phoenix Wright? Sure, she was brave to testify so truthfully like that, but I know she's still hiding something. Guess it's time to break that psyche lock of hers. Is it? I don't think I have the information to do that. Well, now's as good a time as any to look through the court record. So we've come to the point of the game, as I scroll through this stuff, that I know a lot of the punchlines here, and I know a lot of the secrets and whatnot that are being... But, again, I don't know whether I actually have the information to expose the secrets. I think I need to go talk to Larry first. No, Larry's not going to help me with her psyche lock, surely. And he'll probably have a psyche lock of his own, let's be honest. But I really feel like I don't have the information for this particular lock. Oh, I certainly don't. There's no way. Right? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. No. 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 I don't think I do. I'm going to talk to Larry. Oh. I can... Oh! It trapped me. Did you see that? I can't go anywhere. Wow, the game has never been so clear as to say, hey, yo, you could do it. So, sure, okay, let's do it. At least stone him. Sister Bikini, the truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Lee Stoneham had a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity. We're gonna dive right in, aren't we? Okay. What on earth are you talking about? She was... Miss Lee was an author, just an author of picture books. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her. Suspicions? Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. Do I, though? Okay, guys. Hi, welcome to the Psyche Lock of Sister Bikini. Do you know the true identity of Miss Stoneham? I'm going to... Oh, hey! I'm at full health. I did not expect to be at full health. That is interesting. Because after the last part, I'm pretty sure I was down a lot. Oh, it must be because it's a new part now. Oh, no. Because the Psyche Locks always healed my health from the court. Anyway, I'm stalling. I'm sorry. Okay, I cut because I was showing my hand a little bit and showing the, because I know what's going on. But, okay, so there's this thing. There's, like, this is like a special thing, right? And it kind of, like, honestly, it kind of looks like the little orbs that they wear on their, is it on the hoods? On the hood? Yeah, it's on the hood. So, oh, is this like, oh, okay, sorry, I just realized something. Alright. But anyway, this crystal sphere, so we're trying to prove that she had some significance to this temple, right? That she might have been a spirit medium or something. So, the crystal sphere that kind of matches everybody else's crystal sphere maybe is the thing that it wants me to do? Nope, clearly not. You know, it would be super helpful. Oh, I'm being dumb. Now I do. I have evidence now. I didn't have it before. The sphere was something I had before. This was something I didn't. Oh, wait, what did that just say? Wait. Did you see that? I wasn't... Oh, I'm so stupid. Because I know the punchline, but I didn't read the actual title of the evidence. Wow. Well then, I believe that everything is open and bare here, so it's very clear who she is. Cool, great. Miss Stoneham had this charm with her at all times, apparently, because I didn't have it before, but now I have this evidence, and Why would I know what it is? But then I realize the symbol on it. That's why I know what it is. That's why it has the title that it has, if you recall from other things. The symbol on it is the symbol of the master, the Curain channeling master, blah, blah, blah. Just like on the scroll. You know, I have the slightest feeling that I probably got it wrong my first time through too. Where did you? This isn't some cheap good luck charm either. Then, what do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean? It's a talisman, is it? Interesting. Oops. This thing speaks volumes about who Miss Donan really was. This talisman and one other item unequivocally prove Miss Donan's true identity. And that's where I put in the hanging scroll because it matches the symbol. Alrighty. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. The painting is obscured by this gravy stain at the moment. But this scroll shows the master of the Curain channeling technique. The crest at the top is a sign of that honorable title. The very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carried with her. This crest is reserved for the master of Curain. Who on earth told you that nonsense? I have no idea what you're talking about. The new master, Maya Fey, told me. What? You mean that acolyte? It's Misty Fey's daughter? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. In fact, since her first daughter passed away, Maya is Misty Fey's sole successor. Mystic Misty! Okay. Well, that was not nearly as difficult as I thought it would be. Yeah. So, guys, it all comes full circle. We have met Misty Fey. She's dead now, though, so, there's that. But, that overarching plot across all of the stories, or all of the games that I was talking about? That's the one. Mystic Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her in 17 years. That's when she disappeared. What is the significance of this talisman, sister? The Curain talisman. It's the symbol of the Master of Curain. The bearer must carry it with him always until their death. Until their death. So Elise Donan was really Maya's mother, huh? She was Misty Fey, the master of the Curain channeling technique. The truth comes out at last. It looks like we're making some headway here. Tell me, sister. After 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now? Because something happened that called her out of hiding. What happened? Well... What's happening? It can't be. Earthquake! Always with the earthquakes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, the inner temple! This kind of tremor might... The inner temple? The sacred cavern in the training hall may very well cave in. What? Maya! It seems to have passed. Well, we can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go! What? Where? To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Sister Bikini, we'll finish this later, alright? Of course, you run along now. People may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready. I thought we weren't allowed to cross the bridge? Come on then, Phoenix Wright. They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you. Thank you. Wow, that's really nice and decent of you, Francisca. Right at that moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. Yeah. I wonder if he's alright. I was thinking about that too. Everybody's facing their fears today. Or, in this case. You look worried. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth? Come on, let's go. Phoenix and his fear of heights. Edgeworth and his fear of earthquakes. Gotta hurry to the inner temple and... Right. Oh! You're okay. Look at you. What are you doing here? How could I have? How did you expect us to understand if you don't speak up? Yow! Hey, why am I the one getting whipped? She's gone. No. The defendant, Iris. She's gone. Gone where? She fled. She escaped. What? So, it was just now, during the... It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness. His fear of earthquakes. I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes, and I stupidly passed out. That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? That's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple area is a dead end, so she could only have escaped to this side. We haven't seen her. Then we need to get a manhunt underway now and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth. Have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? Don't be ridiculous, why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross. No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the quake. Then you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation? Listen, Edgeworth. I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary. Right. Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall's sacred cavern now. Alright, let's go. Fortunately, the sacred cavern didn't cave in. But what we found was something none of us would have ever expected. How can there be? Even more locks? What is the meaning of this? Iris! Iris, please tell me. What's going on? Whew. So many things happening. Yeah, sorry for that little, hiccup there in the middle there with the Psyche Lock. I really thought that I was going to have to slowly lead into all the evidence, too. I forget that sometimes the game is just like, oh, you give me one piece of information for a 5 Psyche Lock person? Sure. You get all the locks. Yeah. And I guess I didn't really need to cut either. Well, anyway. So yeah, that's that. We are headed into the falling action here of this story, and its crazy twists and turns. It's a wild ride, these cases. Gone are the days of the simple ones, I guess. I mean, honestly, I feel like this gets more complicated than the finale case of the first game or the second game. Like there's a lot going on here, which most of which we have yet to see. So stay tuned, stick around, and I'll talk to you guys next time.